welcome to all my viewers of Breaking Barriers. Well, this is a podcast where I discuss sports, and wow, what a wonderful week we had! What a wonderful days we had with the ICC Women's World Cup concluding on a positive note, and definitely it was India winning all our hearts. I don't, I just don't want to talk about the trophy, the money, the accolades. I want to say is that they have won the hearts of millions of Indians across the globe and have been inspiration for a lot of young women across the globe. And to discuss this, the impact of the Women's World Cup on Indian fans, on the Indian soil, on people of India across the globe, on Asians, I have with me a very, very special guest. I'm actually honored to have her on this episode. She's Nilima Joglekar. She doesn't need an introduction, where cricket fans across the globe know her. And welcome to Breaking Barriers. You can make it out from my voice the kind of enthusiasm that I have. It's all because of the Women's World Cup that concluded wonderfully, and Indian making it history. What's your first thought on that?
Wow, thank you for having me on this podcast. It's amazing the way the Indian women have played and made us all so very proud winning this World Cup. Uh, it's really difficult to tell in words how we feel, how grateful we are, how happy we are, how proud we are of these women. Only thing, it is not come in 1 year. They have really worked hard. So I'm all out to talk about this. Just shoot the questions. I will be glad to talk about this journey of the World Cup for you.
Absolutely. And you have been there whenever I wanted, a soundbite of yours. Maybe I met you in the opening ceremony here in Assam Cricket Association Stadium. And little did we know that, India will be doing so well. We had the confidence in the team, in Harmanpreet and her company with Amal Majumdar. We had all the good wishes for the team, but we never thought they're going to overcome the Australians so beautifully in the second semi-final that was played in the DY Patil Stadium in Navi Mumbai. We know it was not an easy journey for the girls, but obviously they gave their 100%, and all thanks to Amal Majumdar, the man of the moment, who have never seen who has never worn the blue jersey, and now he's wearing it with pride. He's wearing it with a lot of emotion.
Yes, it is a Hollywood, Bollywood story for us all. Amol Mujumdar, there has been a lot been said about him, and we are glad that he wears that logo with pride. I'll tell you, when they played Australia in India, test series they had, and then they had the one-day games, and Amol's parents were sitting next to me at DY Patil again. That seems to be a great ground and lucky ground for Indian women. And the mother, of course, is a mother. And she said she was so proud of her son. And she was just telling us that my son gets to wear India logo on his chest, and that is what matters for him the most. So that's the story. It's to start with. And coming back to the World Cup and the semi-finals, it was simply first the start was against the New Zealand, where we had to qualify. We had to win the match because
Right.
we had lost three games in the league phase. So this was really prominent match and very important match for us. And that is where Amol Mujumdar has to be lauded, and Harmanpreet for first, the partnership we had, opening partnership, it was
Mhm.
200 plus partnership. And then they changed the batting order. And that is why I give full credit to these two, captain and the coach, a think
Right.
tank, that is Indian women's cricket team. And they sent Jemima, and I think we had an interview with you, and I said,
Yes.
"What a fantastic
Right.
uh,
Right.
uh, move it was for the Indian team. And what followed was or is history now, but a
Right,
very important one at that. So
right.
Jamima and Herman's century partnership was fantastic again, and Jamima scoring a century at number three. So after Mitali, they seem to have found the number three. So that is creditable and credit because her technique is so good. Jemima's, she is the right foil there, and it's amazing move that has won the World Cup for us, the semi-finals and the World Cup, I think.
Right. The other day I was having a conversation with some of my friends, and they're not that much into sports, but they watched the women semi-finals and the finals, and they were like saying, what happens in, our times when Sachin Tendulkar, the entire men's team was dependent on Sachin Tendulkar and Sehwag. If both of them failed, the team really collapsed, or at major tournaments and in a lot of matches that we've seen. And they said, like, the women's team is not like that. You don't have to depend on a Jamima or a Harmanpreet. If Harmanpreet is out on 39, Jamima would come and build up a partnership with the other strikers and batter. And then if Jamima is out, there's Richa Ghosh, and that continues. It's not just that the 11 players are there just for the sake of the spots. They all were there playing their shots, giving their 100%, be it as a batter, as a bowler, as a fielder. And that is the beauty. That was the beauty of the women's World Cup winning team.
Absolutely, you're right on the point there. That every Indian batter, or they may have lost the three games, but what was promising in all those games were different people peaking, and slowly they peaked at the right time in the finals and semi-finals and New Zealand match. That was, like you said, was the icing on the cake, and that is what made this cup very different for India. And that is what the matches meant to them. It was all in one, all of them working like a team. Team first
Right.
was, I think,
Yes,
the
I really
message.
remember. I remember the day before the semi-final when I was writing a news article, exclusive interview of yours. You said, what brought in the change? You said, team first attitude. Amol Majumdar had, asked the girls to concentrate that it's a team, and the team first attitude changed everything. And you proved it right when you said the team first attitude was, made mandatory by the coach. Now, if I may say, what are the major takeaways from here? Like from here, you have to think about the next 5 to 10 years now. The girls have been um, praised by the prime minister of the country, the president of the country. They have all the monetary benefits now. They are superstars now. The heroes are now. People recognizes them so well. In fact, a month ago, or some months ago, people would hardly know Aricha Ghosh properly, apart from the cricket, people associated with cricket. Now everybody knows their name well, everybody knows their stories. A lot have been done for them now. People are kind of giving them warm welcome wherever they're going now. So from here, you have to take the winning momentum going. So how will the BCCI now step in and take the sport and the winning momentum forward for the next 5 to 10 years? There has to be a plan now. There has to be some policies made so that more and more girls can come out now and make the sport a career now. What is your take on this?
Absolutely. We need to cash on the clothes, the glory that these women, Indian women, have brought to the country, and it is worldwide phenomena, and it is going to reach every corner of this country, and that is what is BCCI known for. Remotest parts, we are having domestic matches being played there. So it is definitely a great sign. And every state, like how BCCI, when it merged, it had a plan to make it good for the women in the country to play cricket. And oh boy, did they succeed! We know. And that is what exactly how the state associations now have to cash on this um, fame that the women cricketers have got, and people have realized this can be a career option for so many. And rags
Hmm.
to riches story make it even better for women's cricket, because they have gone, we know some stories from the players that are coming from hardship, and they have faced n number of problems playing cricket, and their mothers, their fathers taking them to the ground. And that is exactly what we need to have infrastructure in the smallest, remotest part of the country, or carry them to the place where uh, their facilities available. So this is how they can go about it. They can encash it by introducing local matches. They can get these local heroines of the state. Say, Assam has Chetri, who has played in this World Cup.
Right, right.
So, say for Assam, I'm just giving example. So I guess every state should have a program of making it good for the women in in the states, uh, different cities, to have these facilities available to them. BCCI does a lot for women's sports. They give state association a lot of input where monetary gains are concerned for development of sports. So this can be utilized very well. There is one example which we can give of Andhra Pradesh. It's a huge state, and it's well spread, and they have utilized the money that the BCCI gives for development of sports, and they have 8 or 9 women and men academies, residential academies all over the state. And they were the first ones to give stipend to
Hmm.
whoever was picked in the for 25 or so from the state, to have year round money was given to them so that they can continue playing. And they were providing for everything, their accommodation, their play, their coaching. And this is what Andhra Pradesh has done. And I think there's a nice example to follow for all the states if they want to bring up their children to play, and women to play, encourage them, because always there is a financial when they start the game. Then later, when they put in a lot of hard work and the regular system of getting selected and things like that, that exposure will come their way. But this is what needs to be done in all the states of the country. I think
Absolutely.
that can
And
prove.
yes.
You can catch them young also. You can go to schools, and it is not easy, mind you. In smaller places, they just don't want to send, they don't know. So you have to make them aware
Hmm.
by taking these heroines of the game or the yesteryear players, and tell their story so that they are inspired by that, and they can start to play the game. Like
True.
Guwahati, BCCI has to be applauded for having the opening ceremony and a few matches being played there in Guwahati. And it's a remote place, so to say. Of course, it's a major cricketing facility now available in India. So they have started that. So imagine, we had it way back in our schools. Children used to come. We When I was playing against Australia in Pune, That time, my school girls came, other school girls came, and there was Arti Vaidya who made it in the Indian team. She saw me play and she promised herself that I want to play for India like her. And she came into this thing. So, this is a story where you can encourage people there to come and play cricket because they have to see. Now, visual is there. So, and you can, I think the journalists everywhere are going to be playing major role in this to reach it out to remotest place. Now, domestic championship is going on in Nagaland, and Nagaland has I got the message from friends who are officiating there that Nagaland has made lot of arrangements there to make it easy for the girls to play there. So it's amazing, how it has reached. So
That's a
BCCI,
wonderful
like I
gesture.
said,
Yeah, that's a wonderful step,
yeah,
initiative, I would say, taken by the Nagaland Cricket Association. I think
absolutely, absolutely,
that yes, that's where comes the major responsibility, major policy making now, that not just BCCI, the state associations will
yes.
have to step in now. They have to step in and bring in the girls together, make the guardians understand the importance of their daughters playing cricket. It is also very important to involve the guardians, make them understand that this is a platform from where their daughter's life, their family's life, their community's life can change, because sports nowadays, it's not just an entertaining stuff that can be watched on television. It is a tool, an instrument, a craft to bring in change in your community, in a society.
Yes, actually, this is what I think all the state associations to now step up and do this, that uh, to make them aware that this is not for playing 11 alone. It is there are so many options, career options available within the game. One game is like an event. One game, I'm telling you, one match is like an event. So see, so many agencies are involved in making one game. Say, take for instance the finals, DY Patil, ticketing. Then we have people organizing this whole show, the light and sound show, the people. So many
Yeah, yeah.
agencies are involved, catering, so many cap vendors, or Smriti Mandana T-shirts or Dipti Sharma T-shirts coming up. So it's fantastic, like, how it is not restricted to the ground itself. There are so many people like you, journalists. There are n number of things available, video analysts, performance analysts. So you just don't have to play cricket to be involved in cricket today. It's a big industry in the country. I look at it like, along with Tata and Birlas of the country, we have cricket, BCCI. So it's a big step, and there are a lot of available careers in this game. So it's not just restricted to cricket alone. So women can take up anything they want to now. This is the right time.
So three more than 3 lakh people were in the stadium watching their favorite cricketers. And this itself speaks about the popularity of women's cricket in India, and let alone the other Asian countries. Most importantly, now, cricket will be seen in LA 2028, Brisbane 2032. So, how do you see this entire development of women's cricket in today's world, and of course in the days to come, because we will be watching cricket in 2032 Brisbane also. We're talking about Olympics, and also ICC has made it clear that in the next edition in 2029 ICC Women's World Cup, there will be 10 teams participating. So these are all the positive stories, the positive developing stories that are coming in. So how is these going to impact the sport itself in India?
absolutely, it's percolated already down to the masses, the acclaim, the glory has, and it is definitely going to help. But this is the time when the Indian team, they know what is at stake now, because that glory they have achieved, and I hope they are addicted to it and they continue their good work. There are lacunas, there are some definite backdrops to what we can do better, because they have to think we can't be lucky all the time. So we have to get our fielding right. We have to make sure the dot balls are taken care of, and every member, I'm sure Amol has a plan for them. Are the state association coaches. They are also very much involved, because these girls are going to go and play domestic tournament, and domestic, how they influence their teams, and they are how they perform, how they motivate their teammates in the domestic circuit is what is going to help bring in. And of course, WPL is definitely going to do what it has done to men's cricket, IPL, definitely, because they are dealing for 2 3 months. They go around with international players, so they are not daunted. That is one thing which has helped Kranti God or Rana or XYZ of the teams. They are not bothered that they are playing the international players. Okay, yeah, she has played with me. I know what she does. I know what is there. I'm also big. So that belief in themselves is going to carry them forward, and definitely uh, that attitude will come in, because they have now tested success. And this is
Right.
what we were waiting for all this while, to get this cup. Give us the cup, and
To
we'll
taste the
do the
success.
rest.
I can see a
Well,
beautiful collage right behind you, the collage of your cricket days. I mean, those black
yes.
and white pictures are so beautiful. Those are memories for lifetime. And I think these are inspirational for a sports journalist, a woman sports journalist like me too. I'm so honored to have you. Every time you are there to kind of get me a sound bite or a quick reaction on women's cricket. So it's very different and a visualization for me to see those beautiful black and white collage, and now the colored pictures of these heroes coming up in the DY Patil Stadium, clinching the trophy, holding the trophy together.
That states today's cricket and yesteryear's cricket. So it just blends so well, black and white and colored. So this is what we are fortunate to see in women's cricket, from train journeys, unreserved compartments, to n number of problems, to such glory. And no one can be happier than the yesteryear cricketers. You saw that when Harman gave us all the cup. Yes, ma'am, you deserve it. You deserve it. This is for you.
Right,
And
right.
this is what has made Harman and her Hurricane heroes so special, because they're humble in their success. This is what is going to carry them. The vibes that they are going to carry are going to be phenomenal, and it will definitely bring them success, more success. And I wish them all the best to them for the journey that is women's cricket. And we were witness to that, is even prouder moment for us.
So now coming back to some practical, realistic, talks. Where are the areas now uh, the team needs to focus? You might have seen some of the drawbacks technically. So where do you think the team really now needs to, buck up? They need to improve themselves, and they need to move forward.
There is a lesson in everything, and I'm sure there are performance analysts with the team. It was nice to see 20 odd support staff along with the 15 girls. So it is a takeaway that these people come in so much. They are given importance, so much of importance, because now it's a visual world. Our coaches used to tell us, okay, this is what you're doing wrong. But now they just need to see the video,
Right.
what they're doing wrong.
Right.
And it is so much easier for coaches because once you understand what mistake you're making, it's easier for them. Now the problem will be only that they keep their cool, they keep
Mm.
focusing on the game, because I remember Sachin Tendulkar or even Rahul Dravid, eh, what they said, that this is coming to us because of cricket. If we don't perform on the cricketing field, nothing is going to come to us. And we
Mm.
will not enjoy it if it's not cricket related. You can do what you want to ease out, like Jemima coming up with, but the focus should be cricket first. And I like the way Richa Ghosh or this whole team is coming together, but every individual now should can in every team, talking about domestic cricket as well. If I want to reach this height, what should I do, is what one individual, and where can I fit in. When you're playing, just don't make yourself, okay, I'm practicing for 10 hours. It's
Right.
not going to help. It has to be smart practice that they do. So every individual, if they think, okay, I didn't field well, so I will concentrate on fielding, it will become so much easier for the coaches to, okay, oh, she was not a good fielder, but now she's fielding so well.
Yes.
Should be a surprise for every team, even the foreign team, because
Right.
these performance analysts, they are so particular. They
Mm.
will find out your mistakes, how you're holding the grip, where you're making the scores. All that is available. So what you do to avoid that, say someone doesn't play square cut, so they're going to put fielders somewhere else, and then when you start playing square cuts, they won't know where to place a fielder for you. So
Right.
enhance your practicing skills so that you take them by surprise, even though, like they say, they in Sharma ka पढ़ाई किया and वर्मा क्वेश्चन में आ गया. So that should be the attitude कि you're doing something, and they find, okay, this is your fault, and you've corrected that fault individually. Okay, because there's so much visual
Right.
material available to you to correct your mistakes, so it should be easier to focus on your mistakes. uh, I'm
Right.
not taking away the credit, the cloud that they're getting. I'm really happy. They deserve every bit of it, but don't lose focus is my
Just the beginning. It's just the beginning, isn't it? Just the
absolutely,
beginning.
this is the beginning. And how I always used to say that how tennis is popular, men or women, it has to be popular. Parity came even there, and then they are playing those wonderful matches. So many times so many times women's tennis is better than bang bang shots that the tennis players play, men play. But here it's going to be classic. It's going to be beautiful. Watching cricket, music uh, on the ground, music. It is a musical or classical shots being played, and grace of women playing that. So it's going to be beautiful. I mean, there is a lot to see about women's cricket. People have seen what so many. phone calls. You must have got it also.
I have,
That
yes.
oh, we were all together and we were watching it together. My friends who never watched women's cricket, they were like, "Oh, they are proud. Oh, I know Nilima, you know, or I know Shibangi, or I know XYZ, the yesteryears, and they were with me in school," and things like that. They're talking about. So it has percolated down to every household, and women, of course, even you see men's cricket, there are women watching, more women watching. So it's phenomenal success, and we should concentrate. The players should concentrate on what they do the best. I think we can't go wrong. And
Right.
BCCI doing all they can
Right, ma'am.
to
I would also
promote
like
women's
to draw
cricket.
your attention to a topic where Jemima had said about mental health. When she was speaking, she was in tears. She was saying, I will not deny I am having a lot of anxiety now, and it is always good to talk about your mental health. It is all here rather than
Absolutely.
here, and it's the mental state of a player that can kind of take you to a greater heights. How important it is for every athlete to speak about mental health now.
Yeah. The uh, mental health issue has always been there. Now the pressure is so much on players to perform
Hmm.
every match, and then not getting selected. There is so much of pressure. So definitely mental health has to be taken into consideration. We have seen Australians taking a break, English girls taking a break,
Yeah.
because the mental health is such a big issue now. Um, it is a issue of the society as such. It is not restricted. We see it for the sports because we see them on,
Hmm.
but there are so many, even Bollywood actors, they go through this so much.
Yeah.
So it's everywhere. It's a reflection of a society where we do need some assistance, and there's nothing wrong in going and taking help for such issues. It is as good as or as bad as going to the eye specialist for your eyes. It has
Hmm.
to be taken it that way. You don't become mental if you don't take help. Then you become mental. So help where it is required should be. And I'm happy Jemima spoke so well about it, even in her this thing. Time of her celebration, she tells us, and this is fantastic. It takes guts to do that, to say, yes, I have a problem. When you know you have a problem, you accept it, then only there will be improvement. Same goes for, it's like cricket, living cricket. Cricket, if you don't take care of what you're doing wrong, you're going to fail. But if you take care of what is right for you, definitely it's going to help. And there is help available within the teams. Even the state teams are employing psychologists, psychiatrists, and they're giving lectures. They have that help available to them periodically in their domestic season as well, which is a good thing because they themselves have realized, yes, people do require this help. So it's a big issue, but when the going gets tough, tough get going is what I always say. They will become tough through this hardship.
Right. So it's always good to now focus on the remotest areas and to bring in more girls. And this is the time when we have these heroes celebrating success, not just the heroes celebrating, entire, Indians are celebrating, not just in India and across the globe, the success of the girls. So this is a right time for BCCI, like I always say, and the state associations now to come up and support the girls, support women's cricket, bring in more and more girls to the sport. educate the guardians. Also, it is important to educate the coaches involved, and it is also important to have more and more coaches for women, cricketers.
Yes, actually, what requires to be done is having, see, because National Cricket Academy in India, the BCCI has those, they get all across the country equal training procedures, or camps that they have for the coaches. So
Mm,
that's why you will find that handing over of the players, so to say, from domestic to international to, it's
mm,
a easy process because every coach thinks the same way because he's been taught to speak in certain way. Of course, they have their individuality,
mm,
but the basic things are equal, the same all over. And that's why credit goes to BCCI because they've been doing this for a long time now. Since 2007, we have been involved with women's cricket, BCCI. Since then, we have seen the progress, how they have got us all together, given former players these coaching jobs or any other. They have n number of workshops for different kind of say video analysts. They
issues.
have We
Yes.
have women video analysts, we have scorers, we have, and all this they have been training from state level to national level, so they are ready, even the umpires now. And one more person, when they talk about Amol Mujumdar, similar story goes, and there is a scope for you to have a podcast with one of our best match referees, international match referees. First women international match referee is Lakshmi. Uh, and she has been a part of this World Cup. Before also, she has been part of World Cup. She has the India logo, unlike Amol Majumdar, but she has represented India, not played for India, not a single match, but she is a match referee today, ICC match referee. I'm just giving you example of what can be done. We never expected to. There is a something called match refereeing in
Mhm.
the process, And when we were made match referees, we were like, okay, what, and we never thought while playing there will be a profession such as this. So there are a number of opportunities, and BCCI has been working slowly and steadily, but now it needs to be expedited because there will be a lot of people coming in and playing. So you have that academies for the state to start with, because it's very difficult to reach out all of a sudden and disburse money like this. Instead, concentrate on one or two, three state academies,
Mhm.
so that they can improve, and similar way they can, because we can't keep depending on BCCI alone, because they are spreading their money also. They are giving money to the state for development. So it's the utilization of that money properly will be a challenge for state associations, and uh, even rewards will come their way, because more and more girls will participate, more and more girls will play for the country, and they will know the difference, how it is, to be mentor or starting something great in their state. So I feel that every state association should be selfish to say, my state association is better, my state
Right.
association is doing this better. So it will
Absolutely.
definitely help.
Definitely. With those positive, inputs from you, ma'am, I would say goodbye to you from this episode of my podcast, which is called Breaking Barriers. Our girls are breaking barriers, and it's so wonderful to see you coming up with so wonderful ideas and inputs. I think these are beautiful suggestions given by a person like you who have seen so much of cricket, from black and white to the colored pictures now, like I say. It's always a pleasure having you. It's always a pleasure talking to you. Very, very enriching. Thank you so much, Nilima Joglekar, ma'am, for giving me your time. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. And any time for women's cricket. We've been pioneers and we want this to reach the highest level. It's up and up and up for women's cricket. Thank you. Thank you for having me on this podcast talking about women's cricket. I love doing that. So anytime you want, I'll be available to you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.